All right. Well, good evening all. This is super exciting. We have 33 entries to review tonight. Yeah. Perfect gesture, Susan. Ah!
Whoa.
Right.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, they just started coming in like ticker tape or something this afternoon. I thought we would have maybe 13 or something, but we quickly doubled them up. So I've put them all into a slide presentation like we did last time. And given like all the things that we really wanted to look at, say their mural experience, their resumes, whether they live in the WIT, all those details, I think tonight we should suspend all those details and simply go through the art and try to pare down what we have, because essentially we've got 14 intersection designs, 19 crosswalk designs. So we have literally more things than we have pending site approval. So let's jump in, take a look.
I think that since we have this many entries, that we should try to limit it to people who live in the WIT.
Well, yeah,
Do we are any of the entrants from the WIT?
yes, several. So
can we be told that?
Yep, sure can. This is not something I calculated yet, but many of them will recognize their names. And so as we go, let's just keep a track, and I will refer back to the initial data that came in from the forum as we go.
Thank you so much, Doriandra, by the way, for recording all of the submissions and just doing all of the work to put things together. I'm sure that it was a ton of work.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. And it was super exciting though. I can't believe we're there. So, and just a side note too, the traffic ops folks are gathering now. They're working with the site list that I gave them. And so we should have that by tomorrow. So we'll be able to catch what their thoughts are, and they may add some sites for us, and we may lose some that we hoped for. But in any event, I'd like to just start and move through this now.
Are there basic guidelines that would eliminate people right off the bat? Like, could we just, like, they're not in Lane County, or was there stipulations ahead of time that they had to follow?
Yeah, why don't we look through the call to artists again, just as a group, if that's helpful.
Well, it might be helpful in eliminating some that like right off the bat that didn't necessarily fit or whatever.
Sure.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Let me share this with
like
you.
If any of them are from the future or have superpowers, I think those two just kick them off.
If they're cats, could we?
We'll have to prioritize them, giving them preferential treatment. If they don't have opposable thumbs and they put into a submission, I think that should make them highly competitive.
Right. Okay. Well, Rupert has opposable thumbs. So. Okay. So here we go. This is the call to artists again. And essentially here, if we go to the design criteria, I think that's the most important part here. Clearly no hate speech, which we didn't receive any. We don't have any trolls or problematic anti-vaxxers.
Okay, good.
Copyright.
I have one entry, the trolls, but I'm hoping that it'll be accepted even though it's late.
He's a nice troll. He's a really sweet guy. He just lives under a bridge. I mean, whatever.
We do have a copyrighted material that we'll omit, but in the interest of just showing everybody what we have, we're just going to go ahead and go through the whole list. The use of text is allowed, but must not present distraction to drivers. We have a couple that are pretty heavy on text, and that may be a hindrance in our decision. Then, of course, we gave the priority to folks that creatively address the issues of vaccine confidence without explicit images of syringes or and we don't have much of that. So
okay, so preference.
Yeah, preference. Exactly. So yeah, thanks for that, Josh.
I'm not seeing any Lane County or Whitaker preferences or anything like that. So I guess whatever.
Yeah, that is down here.
Oh, is
further
it?
in.
No.
Yeah, it's further in. This is a lot of information. So yeah, I think those are the critical ones we're working with though, thinking about. And
Okay.
if we want to go further into, like I said, let's just kind of go through as we look at them all and then identify who is in the WIT. If that's fine with everybody. So let's go into, let me share this big screen with you here. All right. Oh, the slideshow fun. Goodness. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you all see this?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so just a quick note too. There may be, depending on what artists gave us, one or more, or maybe even 3 slides that showed their work, whether it was, say, the pedestrian point of view or the bird's eye view. So I'll let you know as we go so that we know what we're looking at.
Was there a number on the applicant, like how many images they were supposed to submit?
Yeah, there were. The hope was that they would submit the original design, and then they were encouraged to provide a template form that we gave them, like a overlay of the design on the template. And then the third was potentially a view as a pedestrian would see it.
Okay.
So some of our folks did not do those 3 things, but some did.
Okay, so that might be a way to sort of call the group as well.
Yeah, none were required per se, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. And I just wanted you all to see the explanations of things, because I feel like it really is helpful. It's a lot of reading at times, but if you just want to skim through it.
And so how are we tracking right now, which to keep? Like last time I really liked how we did like a no, yes, maybe pile.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do this time. I have a list on my desk.
Cool.
And I've got everybody calculated on it, and I figure that's what we'll do. We'll just quantify.
Dude, this one's awesome.
I know. Grateful Dead.
Oh my God. This is so fun. Ah!
Here's how it would look
Oh
in
my
the intersection.
God. Dude, this is so, dude, I can't believe the CDC gave us money to do this. Oh, it's gonna be the best.
Okay, that ties into my question. We're supposed to have a critical eye to like how closely it fits our goal here with the CDC,
Vaccine
right?
confidence for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Does that have anything to do with vaccine?
So that's a no.
Well, you don't know that. Did you read the thing? It's about frontline workers.
Yep, it's about frontline
No, you
workers.
gotta read the prompt, kids. My God.
I know,
Yep.
but none of them are wearing masks, and none of them are medical. I guess could be medical professionals on the bottom there.
Yeah.
This is gonna take a long time if we
Next.
Okay. Anybody feel really positive about putting this in the yes or maybe pile?
Yes.
Or no?
It's
Susan?
really cute.
I'm with
Don't
Susan.
know.
I'll put this in the yes pile.
Yeah, I put that in my to be considered.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Anybody
I'm not-
vehemently opposed to it? No, it's super cute. Okay. And it's an interesting nod to the whole Whitaker dead grateful thing. It's great. All right, so moving on to Tamia, Tree Song.
Huh.
This is a lovely,
Thing.
this will be 2 slides. I just wanted you to be able to read her explanation here. And this is the larger look at it.
That's pretty cool and sciencey.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah. Very clever.
Mhm.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on. That seems like a resounding yes for some.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's the best way is we just isolate the ones that don't fit into our categories and our
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then we'll come back and begin another queue of what we like. So, okay, that's a good one.
Is there more than one slide?
No, this is just one slide. Yep.
Put that in the maybe.
I'm in a mediocre response.
Okay.
Are you tallying all our responses, or are you just getting a barometer?
I'm just getting a barometer right now, and I think there'll be several that we'll see immediately as a group that don't fit our parameters. So we'll keep our maybes. And again, if folks recognize artists that are from the WIT, please let me know and we'll cross check them.
I like this one.
Yeah, I do too. There will be two of them.
Right.
It's very bright. Yep. May I go to the next one so you guys can see the overlay? There it is. Yeah, my concern with this one is that we would be able to approach the nuance of her design with the bumpiness of the road and paint.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like there's such intricacies in her design here that it may look almost as if the overlay here does, where it's hard to find the nuance.
Yeah, it's hard to see the detail in it. There's not a lot of contrast.
Yeah, I really like the concept, and it could be that it could be in the pile of, like, can you show us more or different, or, I mean, I don't know what, I can't remember the steps, but more definition of the information.
Yep, I agree, Susan. I think it could be just fixed by a color change, where
Yeah.
it's a brighter pattern that comes out of the primaries
Yeah.
there.
Are the colors within of the graphic design elements could be shaded more in some way so that you could tell what was happening?
Yep, just a hard contrast attempt might really help it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we'll put that in a maybe with potential editing for the design.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any connection to the vaccine competence message there.
Just the mask, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough communicated.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on here then. Let's go. Oops, went forward. This is again by Tamia Tree Song, her second entry.
Well, I like the first entry better, but this one's good, pretty good too.
Yeah, it's so lovely. I am worried about the prolific
text.
amount of words. Yeah, I feel like the city may feel nervous about that.
Yeah.
But it is just so lovely.
It'd be a beautiful mural someplace.
Right. Well, that's a good point. I'll put that in our notes. I mean, we
so graphically strong, and it's very beautiful.
Right. And, I feel like we shouldn't put this out of our potential because, I'm actually thinking of the space that's over by the school. Goodness, what intersection is it? Like because it isn't a busy.
Clark and Grand.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Yep, that's right, Ellen.
Oh, yeah. Someplace where there's almost no traffic.
Yeah, where there's primarily kids, and maybe
Yeah.
the city would really love this one with the message. So, okay, I'm going to put it in our yes pile with a question about the text.
Okay.
Okay, great. Oh, there it is again in her overlay. Okay. Here we have Indra Grace Hunter. And she was hoping this would be a intersection. And I have a larger photo when we're done reading.
So like these drawings that people are doing, that's just sort of like an interpretation of what they want to do.
Yeah, we were clear in the application to not be overwhelmed with a complete design, because this design will have to be vetted through 2 different functions of the city
Yeah.
still. And so we're really clear with them that we just needed a general idea. So this is lovely, but there is so many details that I fear would be lost in the texture of the road.
I
So
like the idea of the dragon, maybe not
Mhm.
this profile view, but like a view, maybe a symmetrical more view, like top down of the
Mhm.
dragon in the middle of the intersection. I really like that idea.
Right.
Took
Yeah,
me a
Maybe
minute
the
to
virus.
see the coronavirus. It took me a minute to realize what it
Yeah,
was.
that too.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
really fun
interesting.
and playful. I like what's happening.
So,
There's a lot I like about it.
okay,
Color, interesting, but it also feels like there's almost too much detail
right.
for a street, mural. Like
Yep.
it's seems like,
Just
Okay.
feel like the format of it being like a landscape horizontally would be really hard to read on the ground.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
true, Josh. Yeah, that's a great note. I'll put that on that.
Yeah.
A top view of it would be
yeah.
excellent, and it is such a lovely concept. So,
And
Like
maybe,
maybe the dragon could be in the center and her other elements could be the intersections, like the balloon,
oh, great
handicap
idea.
one,
oh,
Yeah,
neat.
maybe the crusader another, and then the
Yeah,
kitty or whatever
yeah.
that is another. So
Okay,
they're like
Yeah.
around it or something.
right. Okay.
Great idea.
Yeah. I just wanted to pop in and say also that this this artist is from the Whitaker, or
Yep.
they're like in, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Excellent. And hi. Okay. So I'm just putting some notes here that the dragon, the elements around it could be part of the other aspects of the intersection. So, okay. Thanks, guys. That's great. All right, let's move on to Ray Matagora.
The flower faces look angry.
They kind of do.
They're funky, yeah. They're disco dancing it.
Right. They've got pretty stylish boots on.
Mhm. It's cool looking.
Ray has another set coming up here for us also that would be a crosswalk design as well. So this is her second concept.
Oh, I like that one.
And this, the 4-way, you know, we don't have this opportunity within our boundaries of our project. So I think, but we do have 1 or 2 areas that are being approved that have 2 crosswalks. So here are the 4 pieces that she has for 4 crosswalks. And again, we could choose 2.
It's
There's
cute and
there's
funky.
a whole little party of bugs here getting down, and
I don't know where it fits the.
I'm not sure how we could, the words, when I read the words, okay, I don't know what the connection is between the,
agreed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great concept in word form,
yeah,
but I'm not certain that it portrays transitioning away from the pandemic it really speaks to me more of like climate and
Yeah,
environment. So,
yeah. I want
Okay.
it to work, but it doesn't.
okay,
I'd put it in my no pile.
okay. And then folks, do you feel the same about her previous concept here with the flowers? It also feels a little distant from the COVID visual message.
Mhm.
I'm not attracted to this one.
Okay.
And for me, it doesn't have to be COVID as much as vaccine confidence. right?
Correct.
Because
Thanks,
we-
Dan.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay, perfect.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I think there's some really amazing ways further in here where people were able to kind of bridge this.
Ooh,
Yeah, here's Dorothy. Woohoo.
I love that.
Mhm.
oh, ooh. Very beautiful.
And she's got another slide that gives us the two perspectives that we'd like to see to understand it better. So this would definitely be sweet as an intersection.
Beautiful.
I think that's a strong yes.
For me, I
Yes.
mean,
Everybody else?
Yeah, I
It's-
like it.
it's so great because it's circular. It just like fits
Mhm.
with the whole idea of being in the middle and
Mm-hmm.
a really good sense of the
I
way-
like this best so far.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Is-
has such sweet movement, and the Spanish, I love how she ties Spanish and English in a way that, oops, sorry guys, are you seeing that bar
Yes, yeah,
across it? Okay,
yeah, yeah.
all right,
Number one, I agree with Ellen. so far.
okay, excellent. Let's jump forward then to Miranda
Oh.
Holka. And Miranda has an interesting mural experience already for one military style one. And then she has presented us with 6 different options.
Hmm.
And they are all crosswalks. So this, let's see, we've got one that she should, okay, here we go. Here's her first one, the thank you one.
Do
So-
the crosswalks have to have the white bars?
No, we have 2 style of crosswalks here in our area. We've got the Continental, which is the one shown on the right with the parallel thick bars, and then the more traditional ones that have more drawing space.
'Cause I don't like the one with the white bars, but I do like the one without.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay,
I like
Yeah,
the clear. I like the
Yeah.
clarity of this message too. I think it really, yeah, it really speaks clearly.
Very simple, very straightforward. It's good. And then illustrations are really nice.
okay,
Yeah.
so, but the preference is not in the continental style, which is,
For me,
for this one, I say no.
so,
It looks-
okay.
I agree with Josh.
So we like the design, but only in the standard
Mhm.
crosswalk version. Okay, perfect.
What does that mean? Like where it's alternating between white lines?
Yeah, so see to the left of your screen at the lower part here, the first, that is what's called the traditional standard crosswalk. The one that's to the right of your screen that has many, many white big triangles, or I mean, sorry, rectangles, is called the continental.
Yeah, okay.
And
Yeah, it really only works with the stripes.
okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so moving on to her second design here. And she'll also have a larger photo to show us here in a second. If we go. There. I guess I wasn't quite sure, I guess, how the green represents illness. And then the white means you don't have it anymore. It's almost like maybe,
almost would have done it backwards.
right, right,
Like you're a soldier now that you got the vaccine.
right. Good point. Yeah.
I really
somehow the-
like it. It has like almost a video game feel to it, which I think is really cute. But in the space on the ground, on the street level view,
Mhm.
it seems to be so sparse or something. Like the
Mhm.
graphic works better than the street level view, I think.
Mm.
And also, I think this kind of yeah, makes it hard to imagine a world where we don't get our vaccines from vaccination centers, right?
Mhm.
Like I think this
Mm.
is
Mhm.
kind of assuming that we continue to get vaccines the way that we have, right?
Good point, yeah.
So yeah, just because of that, I would say that this one doesn't really work for me. Because we got to think that like these are, yeah, these are going to last for a really long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do wish it could be tweaked just a little bit because I do really love like the motion that's put into it and like how like this really takes advantage of like the natural motion that people are already going through. And so like I feel like people would be almost more inclined to pay attention to it and like interact with it because of that motion and movement.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements I like.
Would it be, yeah, let's keep going. She's got so many options here, but maybe that's something to come back to.
Mhm.
But here, let's jump forward to her duck print one.
Mm-mm. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Too busy, Susan.
I don't like the colors for
Mhm.
one thing, but and I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah,
Duck feet.
it's
Oh, the duck. See, that's I would have never, if I was looking at this, I would never know that that was duck feet.
right.
Mm.
Me too.
But if those things were made into duck feet and the colors were different, I might like it. But
Mhm.
The bottom one works better than the top one, I think.
I agree. Yeah, the bottom almost looks like a neat paisley design. But are we really seeing vaccine confidence there? I don't. Okay.
It's not my fave either.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
mean-
Let's move on.
she's done a lot of work.
Yeah, we've got several more to go here. So the Band-Aid version is
Hmm.
kind of the same interesting colors.
I like the first one that you've shown us of hers of the workers. That so far I like that the best of everything.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Let's cycle through. Let's see. The shields again, the medical shields.
That's kind of a good one. I think this is the best one of hers so far.
So your brain immediately sees that like as a, what do you see it as? I mean, if we weren't reading it, would we know it's a
Shield, I guess.
It's
Hmm.
tough, right?
Yeah.
Like it health keeps you from getting germs. Just visually, that's the one that's the most striking to me.
Right, graphically, got it, right. For me, it just feels like I'd be confused. What are these symbols? Maybe if they were red and like the first aid symbol or something, then it would make sense.
If it was a symbol that I knew what it was, okay, but I don't. When I look at it, I think, what country am I in? What does this symbol mean? What international symbol is this? That my
That's-
brain starts going there.
That's
And I
funny.
don't have information that comes forward that says this is a blah blah blah. I'm like,
Mhm,
oh,
mhm.
I don't
So-
know what that is.
I don't know what it is.
That's so funny. Yeah, I would think, does this like mean we can't walk here maybe? This-
Am I in Switzerland? I don't know.
Okay. All right, let's hop forward to this one. Medical professionals knocking out germs with the boxing gloves on. And then the shields make sense, kind of.
Yep.
Mhm.
This kind of ties them all together in a way. Does anybody feel this one resonates?
I just don't like her choice of colors, to be honest.
Yeah, ditto.
Okay.
It's turning like brown. Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
All
for
right.
for a street thing that is like lively and keeping us happy,
Mm-hmm.
brown would not be the color that I would choose.
Okay.
I still like your first one best, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ditto.
Okay. Let's see, I think we have, oh, okay, so that was it. Should we do, okay, let's just, we're gonna pause on all the graphic ones and come back to her workers. Okay, fabulous. Here we have Kylie Nelson. And let's move on over to her examples of the street view and the bird's eye view.
Just, I don't,
Yeah.
the landscape again, you can only read it from one direction, really.
Okay, good
Yeah.
Like
point.
if you were coming the other direction, the words would be upside down.
Mm-hmm.
It might, yeah, if I were a traffic person, I would say, well, if they're coming from the other direction, they're gonna try to read it and it's gonna be distracting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just something about the layout that I just, I
It's
don't
really
know.
beautiful though.
It's
Yeah.
very gorgeous.
Straightforward.
And the Band-Aid clearly makes you think of vaccines.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there's many things about it I like, but the square,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be a gorgeous mural.
Right, right. Or if it was, yeah, I guess I expected more folks to think in circle terms because
Yeah.
the square art in an intersection just feels really confusing to me.
Well, it's not what we really asked for.
Right. Yeah, I think that's why Dorothy's just immediately stands out as it's circular. Because even with this one, if the words were in a round place, it would make more sense. So,
Mhm.
Mhm.
okay. All right, let's move on to April. I should have the walrus playing right now. Yeah, I don't think with this would fit in our.
If we lived on the coast, it'd be good, but
Right, right. Or this was concerned with the ice caps melting maybe, and
yeah,
yeah, lovely walrus, but
no, thank you
Not-
for me.
not in the right placing. Okay, all right, let's move along. Tyler.
Hmm.
I love this one. The colors
That's-
are just so interesting to me.
I think the brown works here too. So it's all about the
Yeah.
pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Emma's got the good eye with color for sure. Yeah, it just works. And even though it's a square,
Oh,
somehow
dude, that one's fantastic.
it's flipping beautiful.
I know. All the things I said about a square, I take back.
I know. Isn't that funny? It's so funny how design can predominate
Yeah.
concept even in the
The way
wrong
that
shape.
the border,
Mhm.
the thing,
I don't think the words in the bottom right are necessary. I think it could just
Yeah.
be that tan color.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, this is just beautiful. The colors are
I
so
love the
cool.
symbol at the top with the virus being like a pizza pie or something.
Right.
Some people really know what they're doing
Right.
when they make designs.
And perfect, Josh. I'll put those in the notes because yeah, that's right. They could just literally take this out. It's clear what it is without wording, and then
Yeah.
something here. Maybe even the artist's signature or something in that little
Yeah,
box.
exactly.
Maybe the box gets smaller.
Yeah, I don't think it needs words at all.
Okay. Beautiful, great. Good, good. All
God,
right, let's
we
see.
got some fantastic submissions. I'm like
Yeah,
really
really
impressed.
stunning, stunning. Okay, let's move on to this one by Christina Schuler.
I like it.
Yeah, I've got another
A little
slide
hard to
that,
read, but
there's another slide that shows deeper, but it's this, I just thought the language around the concept is so interesting when you're thinking about quilting. And it makes such sense with the continental style.
it's
So-
smart because the continental style has that repetitiveness to it, and
Mhm.
the image itself has a corresponding repetitiveness that works.
Yep.
It almost looks like she's going for like a diagram look almost.
Oh, interesting. Right. How it's, yeah, I see that.
The arrows.
Everybody done reading?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
jump here. Here's how it would be
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
too. It's
nicely
stunning,
done. Really nicely
really
done.
beautiful.
It looks cool on the ground too.
And
Mhm,
everyone's face is different too.
mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe
This
they
is-
could be wearing masks. I don't know. Is that important?
Yeah, well, we're, remember that these are going
Oh,
to
yeah,
last
we're
for a long
doing away
time,
with that.
too. Yeah, well, maybe for now, right? But,
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
wish you could put some on and then paint them off later.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
or paint them on, right? Yeah.
We're painting them back on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a strong yes, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Okay, good, good. All right, and Indra again, and she is hoping to do this one in a crosswalk. Yep. And I think I have, no, just one or two photos here or pictures. I think there's a larger one. Oh, no, sorry, back up. Yeah, this was it.
Is that the only slide of this one?
Yeah, only slide, yeah. What you all
I'm
think?
confused. I'm confused
Yeah.
by it a little bit. I think it's
Too
a little
much
distracting.
Okay,
Mhm. Too much detail and I don't know where to look.
okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm confused too.
Yeah, it's like there's no.
I don't
more-
understand the animal, this part, for some reason. I'm not.
Right? The bird or the masks turning into birds is lovely, but I don't see it transmitting easily. It's just
Yeah,
confusing. Okay. All right, we'll,
probably not for me.
okay.
Mhm.
All right.
And all these beautiful artists too, like I hope we can reach out to them once we have more funding for the free wall,
Yes.
because I think that having
Oh,
them
yeah.
having them come on board for the free wall, or what we could do is split up the artist in residence funding where we offer half as much for the artist in residence. Well, that doesn't seem fair either. Let's go get more money and then pay all
Yeah.
these people what they should be
Yeah.
paid for. And
Yeah, get more money.
yeah, and then invite folks to do smaller scale murals.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, there's so many in here that would transmit perfectly to that new project. So
Yeah.
we'll keep
Yeah,
track and we'll
Great
kind of,
idea.
I
Mhm.
think if just if it were me, if I was, when I'm sending out the information for those people that we really like their designs, we would say that we want to keep their design idea for potential future projects and just like leave it at that maybe. And letting them know that we like their design and we want to maybe use it in the future.
Yeah.
okay, yep. Good plan. Okay, this one, sorry, folks, it's so much that it's hard to read.
Wow, jeez.
Sorry, it's cutting off at the top there.
Wow.
I'm so sorry to derail, but we just got a message from Lisa Gladiola. They sent a mural submission to whitakerarts@gmail.com. Do you know if we got an email submission from them?
I do not, because I turned it off sharp at 5 o'clock.
This was at 4:59.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
save Fritz.
Oh, boy.
They're out for my own heart, because that is exactly
No
how
kidding.
we submitted this grant. I didn't sleep all night, so I literally worked until 7 a.m. so I could submit it. So yeah, I feel like they're part
Okay.
of the culture.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to, let's get through the slideshow and then we can continue and I'll drag back and see what came in, but
I think that there's better ones.
okay,
Yeah,
I don't think this is
not
it.
a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think this is in the
information.
know.
okay. All right. All right, let's move on to Marissa. And Marissa did not specify whether this would be intersection or crosswalk. And it might be interesting blown out as a huge intersection piece. But the colors feel kind of sad to me.
Yeah. I think we have others that I've seen others that I like so much more than this.
Okay. Anybody else?
I put this in a maybe pile.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Seems fair.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, let's move on to Elena. And
Oh, that's fine.
yeah, these are really sweet.
You-
Yeah, it's well thought out. She has the two hugging people on the opposite sides. That's cute.
And she offers oh, I see those, Josh. I hadn't even seen them. That's so sweet. So she's got them in 2 color options, which is interesting. The
Oh,
peach,
that one I like better.
Yeah,
yeah,
that one I like better a lot more.
the peach that we saw, and then this blue version.
Yeah, no, blue for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, ditto for the blue.
Okay, and then I put them side by side one more time here, but that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, the blue.
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 Yep, that's okay, good.
I like that one.
I like
like
how
how
she's
you-
made the circle into a different shape. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not, I like the shape. It's inventive.
Me
It's
too.
tou-
It comes,
It's tough for me to see this as inspiring vaccine confidence, though. If
Mhm.
if CDC is breathing down my neck,
Mhm.
being like, Ian, what have you done with our money? But I think we'll have to get a mix of ones that are right on the nose and ones that are like this, and be able to. Anyway, I'm going too deep into the weeds. Yeah, that one's good.
It's important though.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say I like how the yellow flowers match the lines in the road, or
Me
the
too.
color of the road.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's the emphatically blue version. Yes, but we'll put a pin in it as to whether it really addresses vaccine
It could be that the words that are on the written words
Mhm,
that are on those curves
mhm.
could be more in line with the CDC
Yeah,
desire.
more topical.
There you go, Susan. That's
Okay.
a good one, Susan, for the win.
Okay. Excellent. Let's hop through here to Eric Wonderly. This would be an intersection. He's got 3 more ideas that are sketched out in this pencil sketch. So we have this great one with the frog. I've never heard of this heel,
Yeah.
butt tail of a
I
frog.
think for me, I put this in the maybe, and I need to talk to the peeps at Centro Latino and
Yeah,
folks who are
I
like
don't know,
Latinx
that's
in the
a little-
hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Like, if we took
little
this to Nelson,
abstract.
yeah, if we took this to Nelson and be like, Nelson, what's up with this? And he would just be like, "Ah, colita de raña," and then he's just like lost it. I'd be like, okay, we're on to something here. But for me, I'm just so lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good litmus test. Ask Nelson.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
But we not just Nelson either. Like, if we took it to the homies at Centro Latino and like
Right.
took it to like the tienda, the meat market, you know, El Rancho, like, and they were like, yeah, this slaps, then I would be like, okay, this has got some legs to it.
Okay. All right, let's jump on here to the raccoon.
Oh, raccoon washing his hands. That's so
Oh.
cute.
Now that I can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see if this
Is that what
particular
it's doing?
person
Washing its hands?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a Band-Aid on its shoulder?
It
It
does.
does.
I like the cute drawings. I like the interpretation. I would feel more comfortable of knowing this person had like strong mural making background.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Eric Wonderly that did the 20 is Plenty and our vaccine confidence, Los
Oh.
Juntos.
Oh, with the
Right.
I feel
ants.
like
Yeah.
he's capable. I
Yes,
think, yeah,
I
he's
do
a very
too.
talented
I do
artist.
too. And I feel like his rudimentary sketch really nods to the fact that he read our application very well and understood what we're trying to do. So
Mm.
given his experience and what he's done already for WCAT, I would put this as a strong yes.
Mm.
Do folks agree? Okay.
With
Well,
all
based
that,
on
I
the
agree.
drawings alone, I wouldn't, but given what you guys said.
Yeah, based on just the strength of the submission, I don't know. It's super cute, but you got to know Eric really well. You know, this is where it kind of gets squishy, right? Are we judging based on our previous knowledge of the artist, or are we judging, because we're not judging anyone else on the previous strength of their work. We're just judging them based on the submissions, right? Which I feel like in order to be as impartial as possible, we have to do. I'd be comfy throwing this in the maybe pile.
Me
Okay.
too.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, and then he's got one more for us as a crosswalk. Yeah, it's hard to kind of imagine the detail, but oh, it's a snake, right? This big thing.
Yeah.
I didn't see that before with the Band-Aid.
Saoirse seems smitten.
I like this one a lot.
I do too. I think it's really cool.
And I think it appeals to like a lot younger generations too. And like it's broad. I think.
That's actually a good point. We should appeal to all. I mean, this one I kind of don't like because it's like, it's creating like social pressures. They're basically like, you want to be like the rest of the people, don't you? Because that's how public health works, doesn't it? So I don't know. That one to me is using some kind of, tisk behavioral health stuff where you're kind of, I can't remember what it's called in behavioral science, but it's basically like the scientific jargon behind FOMO, right? So there's actually a set of behavioral cues that behavioral economists say drive independent decision making. So
Blame
yeah,
machine.
That's a good point.
You just omit the words.
Yeah, the words don't need to be there.
That's true, right? Then it doesn't feel like you need to be with the cool kids or you're not cool.
but then you just have a bunch of animals that are injured. You know what I mean? Like what's the deal? Dude, does this neighborhood like abuse animals? Like what is going on?
Well, they were hanging out in a crosswalk, so they were ran
I
over.
suppose so.
Oh, no.
I think I'd toss this in the maybe pile too.
Okay. All right. That's funny.
There aren't
Okay.
that many that I feel appeal to kids, so I feel like we should be aware of that too. Like
That's
like,
good.
Like
Yep.
There aren't that many
Boy,
what?
yeah.
That don't
That-
appeal
that-
to kids.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, we could change out the language for
Sorry. We'll go back.
all my neighbors are vaxxed, but even that, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Tough.
Okay. Should we move
Yeah,
on?
it's problematic.
Should we
Mhm.
pause and? All right, let's go to the
Mhm.
action-packed one here.
this reminds me of church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very graphic, but I don't like it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me think I'm looking at a
Happy white
commercial.
people.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
Feels
It's
commercial-y
like a
to me.
drug commercial.
I know.
Yeah.
It's exactly what
It
I
rubs me the wrong way.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a easy one to.
And yet
Nice
it's like
colors.
really on the nose of vaccine confidence. You know what I mean?
It's very often.
Yeah.
The
so
kids kind of look
it's-
angry though. Like the kids look like they're having tantrums a little bit.
Oh,
If we get stuck in the mud and CDC is like, we hate all of them, we'll be like, we got one more. And then give them this one. They'll be like, perfect.
DJ Khalid and another one. And another one.
The words I got my COVID-19 vaccine are so tiny.
Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
so unnecessary.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm not saying it's a no, I'm just saying the words are so tiny.
Well, I think Emma nailed it. It reminds,
Why is she
Of
holding a
church.
mask off her face?
yeah, it's.
She's spinning it like yeah. I don't know.
disco.
It's like a strip. Is it like the beginning of a strip tease? I don't know.
Sexy guys.
But
The
I
kid's
think
about to
that she's
bust
Sorry.
inferring that she can take her mask off when she gets vaccinated, which we also know is untrue, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one's. I think we've labeled this one as officially a no.
I say no.
All right.
Susan's saying no.
Yep.
I say no.
Just
I
'cause
say
it's
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
good use of color.
Yep. Okay. Okay, we've got Wade.
It's fun.
Does somebody have a parrot? What is that? What is that sound?
Oh, it's my dog.
Oh, adorable. So yeah, there was only one submitted. And the giant COVID in the middle is a great use of a circular shape. And I like the geometrics around it.
I think again we're going based off of knowing Wade and how awesome he is,
Mhm,
as opposed to the submission.
mhm. So what are y'all thinking?
And I have no doubt that he'll create a crowd pleaser and it'll be good, and he'll probably take feedback pretty well. So all those are considerations, I think.
Okay.
And his work is recognizable throughout the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
His voice.
it would be crowd pleasing for sure.
Yeah.
I'd put him in the maybe pile.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Valentina. And this one we can't have because it's copyright. So,
I wonder if this was the troll job.
maybe.
Although it does seem pretty straightforwardly.
Yeah, no dice. Okay. All right, let's move on now to, oh, CJ. Here we go. Okay, everybody read it? Oh, Josh, you're still reading.
Frontline workers, if I can, I think.
Guys ready to move forward?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that flow with you, Josh?
Delphine, yeah.
Delphine, what's up? You came a little late, but you can still weigh in.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi.
oh, hello.
Well, I think there's one more here. So forward together. Oh, right, readable from both sides.
I feel like it might be lacking the message a little bit. Am I missing something?
Okay,
Yeah, it seems disjointed to me.
okay.
Sort of got forward together, but then I guess just patterns.
Okay. Should we put it in the maybe pile?
Mm,
This one's a no for me.
It doesn't,
No,
Okay,
I'm
not
okay
enough
with that.
for me.
okay,
no for me too.
okay. All right, let's go to our last submission, which is Miranda.
Space bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
COVID murals in space.
I've been trying to think of the name of I just thought of something. Has anyone seen the program that was popular like in the 50s or 60s called The Prisoner?
Mm-mm.
Oh yes, where that he would run and the bubble would catch
yes,
you, and then you'd be like,
yes.
ah, on the
Yes,
surface of the
yes,
bubble.
yes.
Yeah, that would be a great way to showcase vaccine confidence by showing a copyrighted obscure television series from the late 60s or early 70s in which someone is trapped inside of something. You know, it's like, take the vaccine, get trapped. I'm into it.
Would be cool to include little creatures and fossils.
What did you say?
Because would be cool to include little creatures and fossils.
Yeah,
It would be cool, but
I like the personal
and why?
space concept, but it just doesn't read as what we need. So
Yeah, it doesn't.
I almost feel like, okay, so you have the coronavirus with the round. You typically see it in media like a red round whatever with the little crowns or whatever coming off it. It'd almost be interesting if there was like one of those, and then there was like away from that a cluster of bubbles that were like, I don't know. Yeah, it's really, it looks nice, but it doesn't really relate.
mm-mm. Okay. Then okay, we have a lot of yeses, so I say we move this to the no pile.
Okay.
Okay.
I do like the form they made, but not
what?
the
Mhm.
I do like the way they drew those bubbles. I like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, me too.
And it's a nice submission.
Yeah, it would look really sweet. It just, I can't see how it would connect. So, okay. All right. So that is what we have. And let's see, what time is it? We're at 7:30. Wow, we did that almost in an hour. I think next steps should just be kind of, why don't I pare down what we all decided and eliminate the no's, and we'll isolate the maybes. And then do y'all feel like going on now, or should we just resume tomorrow night with more kind of clarity, and then we can really start looking at more detail? Oh, and I have something for you all if you want to. Oh, okay. Two things. Let me give you,
Was there one more too that came in?
Yeah,
Right on the deadline?
yeah. I made a quick little kind of cheat sheet of everyone's social media and stuff for us, and I'll share it to you in a minute. But yeah, I'm over here on, I'm looking here to try to find.
I think that if we go through all of the ones we received, the email entries before 5 tonight, and we went through, if we could go through the PDF and just delete the no's, and then look through the maybes and the yeses, or maybe just look through the yeses. Because I feel like we're getting pretty close.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to find that email. Ian, will you forward, or
It was a Facebook message.
it was a
through the
Facebook
Wicked.
message?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we didn't get it, we didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's from Lisa. I don't know what their last name is.
Okay, let me take a look here. Yeah, I don't think it came in. I'm not seeing it, so. Let me just double check. Okay, I'm gonna search through it here. Can you repeat what you said though about?
It just would be helpful if we knew how many yeses we have,
Sure.
and then how many maybes we have, because we might be able to kind of quickly tonight go through what we have.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you want to look at the yeses together really quickly? Or just get a number?
I'd like to have a number if
Okay.
possible.
So let me add it up real quick here. We've got. We have 8 yeses.
That's a fair number.
It really is. And then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybes.
Mm. I'd like to look at the yeses.
Okay, let me start
But-
this slideshow.
I'm just putting my vote in for yeses. I don't know what other people want to do.
Okay. What do y'all think? Do you want to look at them? Want to look at the yeses again really quick, or do this again tomorrow night?
I'm down for the yeses now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing going on. We can look.
Ellen, you okay with that?
I'm down with that.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever. Are we gonna get the info on who's from the WIT?
Yes, we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can do the slideshow and pull all that out at the same time. So let me just do a quick count on what I can do really quickly. If you guys just want to wait 1 second. Okay. Liza Burns, that we said yes to, is in the WIT. Oh, wait, grew up in the WIT, now lives a couple blocks down 11th, a little further west.
Did we see,
Yeah, she's a yes. I'm just gonna go through the list really quick and get what I can out of who. Tyler, that we really liked, lives in West Eugene near 18th and Arthur. April was priced out in the recent years and now resides in a lovely little nook behind Sundance. We've got Indra, who is from the WIT. And Ryan lives in Eugene off of Kinsrow, so no. South Eugene, few blocks from the WIT on Lawrence and Fifth. Do you want to consider that as yes? It's pretty close. Delta Ponds. And that's all we have on that so far. Then we have Wade, of course. And I believe
Eric is downtown.
Yep, Eric's, oh, right, downtown, okay. And Cloud is in the WIT, but we said no to that. So yeah, there's 3 that are in the WIT, or 4, but not all of them were in the yes categories. So yeah, again, it just feels like to be so specific about that when there's a lot of design choices first. But if everyone's very focused on that, I will add that to a spreadsheet tomorrow. So we'll have that to look at. And also most everyone that we have chosen yes to has mural experience, which was something the city was really hoping for. That would really encourage them to approve these as well. So yeah, let's take a look at the yeses again and we'll make some notes as I go. And
But everybody's in Lane County.
everybody's in Lane County, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So let's share here. Okay. Let's go through again. We've got we said yes to the Bears.
I think that appeals to all audiences too, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Why don't we isolate our favorite yeses right now, since we're moving through them. I'll run through them and then we can just circle back. So the Bears is a good thing. We liked Tamia Tree Song's acquired immunity piece. That was a yes. That was a maybe. This was a maybe with more definition. That was a no. We did like this one of Tamia's, but there was a question about the text. We like this one of Indra's, but the dragon should be seen from the top, not from the side view. So that's a maybe.
Why from the top?
What?
I don't understand why from the top.
Oh, do you want to explain, Josh, your point about the visual of it?
Well, my point was that I think the landscape view, it only has like one way to read it. If you're driving from the other direction, it might be distracting, like the horizontal view.
Okay.
There's a lot going on with that one too. It's just, it would be a beautiful mural.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might get lost in a crosswalk.
I agree. This one really concerns me with we don't have a lot of really fresh pours in our sites that are going to be approved. So when you just walk down the street and like the surface of it is so bumpy. So nuances like this are going to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be an option to kind of like take out some of those like really small nuances or details that might be sort of problematic with like the street and layout, like you were saying?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we had really great luck working with our artists on the last call to artists for the vaccine confidence and 20 is plenty signs. Everybody was super excited about kind of adapting where was needed to make the design work. So I feel we'll be able to approach that easily.
So we
Are-
have we
Sorry,
have
go ahead.
5 intersection murals and 5 crosswalk murals to choose from.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I think we're already up to maybe 2 intersections.
Yeah, I'm keeping a tally, folks, of the
Okay.
hard yeses, and then once we get through, I'll tell you what they are.
Okay.
So far, we've got 1 solid crosswalk, 1 solid intersection. We'll move past this one. This was a no. That was a no.
Yeah.
These were no's. This was yes, so we have 2 intersections that we
Mhm.
liked.
I just wanted to note with that one too, I really love this design. I feel like it's really difficult for me to read things in a circle. And I
Mhm.
don't know, like, if as a driver that would almost be distracting because you like tend to want to like turn your head and like try and read what it's saying. And I know that there were a few that had writing going in a circle and just wanted to flag that. But I really love this design.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really good point. And again, I think we should be choosing as many as we can because we've got to be prudent and understand that the city may say just what you did, like that, wait, there's too much words and it could be a distraction. So yeah, even if we love something, they may axe it, or, I can see them saying, based on all the conversations I've had with them, this is fine, but all that white wording has to go.
Yeah.
Right. And if so, it's okay, because I feel
Mhm.
like it still addresses the point. People are holding hands, everybody's got the Band-Aid on. So anyway, so let's keep that in mind as we choose. We had this for a solid yes.
Yeah.
We love that
I like
one.
it.
I just wish they had arms. This kind of freaks me out that they're all armless, but
It's
You
like
can ask-
ghosts. You
You can ask them to
do
put
arms.
yeah, details. So,
Well, I think the choice of doing it without arms is just that it's just the outfit. There's no anatomy involved at all. So it's like a way to get around
No,
it.
like no gender,
There's
no.
no faces either.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
brilliant. Yep,
I
that's
think
what
it's a
it is.
smart
Okay.
choice.
You're right. Okay.
Maybe just the chef coat could be a long sleeve, and maybe the blue medical coat could be a long sleeve.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
make the sleeves longer so that it doesn't look
Look cut
creepy.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
That's a
are
great
their
idea.
arms? Okay, good idea, Josh. Got it.
This one doesn't really get at vaccine confidence though.
Well, it's
At
the
all.
essential workers.
But essential workers thanking them for their service during the pandemic isn't vaccine confidence.
Mm.
It's issue adjacent.
Yeah, that's a good catch. It's
It's a good
true.
point, though, yeah.
I just think it's absolutely essential that any of them that we bring forward are about vaccine confidence. And I feel like
Maybe each person could be wearing a sticker that said I got vaccinated, or didn't say but implied, or a button or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you think that would solve a problem, Ian?
I just feel like we're trying to solve a problem that could be solved by not selecting them as one of the artists.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right?
All right.
Like I feel like this was about promoting vaccine confidence. So
Okay. All right. I'm going to boot that one out for right now, and let's keep going and focus on what we know is very clear. The rest of these we were really on the fence about. None of them resonated in terms of the colors or the design.
Confusing.
Right. Okay.
I think this last one has potential. Sorry.
Do you want to go back this one?
I think it does
Yeah,
too.
I feel like there is a potential there. I don't like the colors, and I feel like the layout is sort of sparse,
Yes,
but I feel like it has a potential.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really addressing the message. So, okay, so this one
Mhm.
could have some adaptations.
And it
Yeah.
would be nice, since we don't have any of her other art, at least maybe we could have one. I don't know. She did put a lot of work in.
She did. So we would need brighter colors and more images to fill the space or the design.
yeah, I agree with Josh
Okay,
on the spacing. It's like it could come like too much negative space.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like the other ones were too much though. So it's like in the middle, like a halfway.
What if it was filled with like a color or gradient or something, like you could get movement from a gradient
Yeah.
without
Mhm.
with keeping that space?
Okay.
Right. Good point. Yeah, instead of just being the bare concrete or pavement, whatever. Blacktop.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna elevate that to a yes with revisions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Perfect. All right, and then this one we just couldn't get our heads around. So that, I'm looking here, that was a strong no. Okay,
It's a no.
all right, then we went to,
That's a no.
yeah, I have it as a no.
I like it better for a mural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some other project in the
Mhm.
future.
Okay. Then we've got April, which was a no. And Tyler was a yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that gives us 3 intersections. And then I've got the notes here. We're gonna omit the words, so it's a yes with a couple revisions. And we all liked this one very much. So that was a crosswalk yes. And this one we were paused
How
on.
many crosswalk yeses and how many intersection yeses are we at so far?
So far, we're tied 3 and 3.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yep. So moving past this one seemed to just stall out. I guess, let me see, this was,
Don't.
it was yeah, okay, I'm sorry, it was a maybe. It didn't really resonate. So let's move past it to this one that we did like in the blue.
Mhm.
This was a solid yes,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
possible revisions needed with the wording.
Mhm.
Okay.
More
And
to
then-
the point, more to
Mhm.
the topic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure.
You could say we protect we are all neighbors, protect together. I don't know, something.
hmm
It's a minor thing. I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And, oh, just 1 second. Let me get this. All right. And then we were really paused on all of Eric's, so let's move through those. No,
No,
and maybe,
maybe.
and no, and no, and no. Okay, so what we've got then is 4 solid intersection ones and 3 crosswalks.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the
Well-
capacity to have 3 more. Are there any?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
let's cycle through the maybes then. Why don't we get, oh, let me see, back up here. Let's go back.
For Miranda's here, it says I can workshop the idea. Now, I feel a confidence that she would do a good job, and then in totally biased, I want to say that I feel like Wade would do a good job as well.
Would you repeat what you said in the beginning before you said something about Wade?
Miranda's too. I like her submission a lot. I think it's really nice, but I don't like. It says at the end of it that she can workshop her concept, or I can
Mm.
workshop this pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Although maybe it's just too far off. Anyways, I guess I'm speaking to the fact that I feel like she'd do a good job.
Yeah, I think I love the design. It's just how do you make it into
Yeah.
what we need? I mean, put little COVID particles in the bubbles like they're encapsulating or something. It's so far
Right.
off from her concept, though.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah,
just too
that's-
far off.
I feel, I have um, so can we ask someone to redo their concept and then refuse them? I mean,
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, we can. And again, it's so weird how we're not the only gatekeepers, right?
right,
It has to go through now the right of way commission group in the city,
yeah.
and then it has to go through traffic ops to make sure it's not a dangerous.
So there
So
could be reworking
a lot of reworking.
in the future and they,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
Whether it's us, whether it's the city, I think it's entirely reasonable. And I feel like the remuneration is such that it warrants having a little flexibility. So.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay,
I think we're
so,
doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
Just-
can we see just the maybes that we have
Yep.
left?
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
let's see the maybes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not, we got to cycle through them, but let's go through them.
And would you mind going through the maybes in a Scottish accent?
Oh, well, let's see. Let me get a little drum of whiskey and I can see.
There you go.
Okay. For sure, this is a good, strong maybe. This is such a fabulous community point. I mean, is it like who has a lovely rapport that could sit down and, is I guess any of us could.
I don't know, so it wouldn't be me.
Okay.
And I
It's
also
gonna be
feel
hard.
like, oh, sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say it's gonna be hard to read going around
Mhm.
Yeah.
the text.
Yeah,
And I
good
feel-
point.
yeah, and I feel like to the extent possible, we ought to keep our past relationships with artists at the door again, because I feel like we all have biases, right? But to the extent possible, we should stick to the selection criteria, which I know is impossible, right? Because we're all like, yeah, it's not going to be impartial.
Let's just do no.
I misspelled vaccinations.
I know.
Yeah, he was pretty clear about that. He's an
Learning
artist with certain learning
disabilities.
disabilities, and with someone who's also mildly dyslexic, I can't tell you how many times I've misspelled entrepreneurship, and I'm going
Uh-huh.
to school for entrepreneurship. I can barely spell it. So yeah, I definitely empathize with him on that.
Okay,
Well, I mean, it,
go ahead. Go ahead, Ellen.
I think somewhere that has more walking traffic than driving traffic, that this would be good.
Well, yeah, there are no sites that have that specificity. I mean, they're all neighborhood spots, so.
The places by the Whitaker School have way more foot traffic and bike traffic than car traffic.
Okay. Yeah, I again, without a final list from the city, I can't really weigh in, or I think it's hard for us to choose a place when we don't have sites approved yet. So, but I think what I hear you saying is that it could be put in a different category for a quieter place.
What if we put it as like a reserve?
Okay, let's do it. I like that.
I just think to go from 33 to only 7 when we have the ability to pay for 10 that's a big jump.
Well, we have
So
the ability to pay-
one person submitted like 6 or 7, so really, it's not 33. Some people submitted more than one, so,
Yeah.
and anyway,
And we have the ability to pay a lot, but we have to stay within grant compliance. So if they're not, yeah, it's just, I think we should just keep funneling through and look at the maybes and then circle back to reserves. I think that's
yeah.
a good way.
On that last one on waves, I don't know if there was like more for the concept, but that one it's almost like so focused on COVID. It kind of like has the opposite effect for me. It's like COVID like taking over the world. Like it
Mm.
almost like that is like what it immediately like makes me think of. But
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think seeing an image of that giant scary virus for 3 years is, yeah, kind of a bummer. So, okay. I like the reserve point though, because this is just kind of a point where community engagement and working with an artist to create something is really feasible. So let's go back to that. We've got Eric here in the one with all the animals. I feel like we should put one of these designs from Eric in the reserve as well. But we have stronger maybes to look at. So I want to move past these right now.
Yeah. If
Okay.
there's stronger ones, let's just. move on.
Yeah, we do. We've got, let's see, going backwards. Marissa was a maybe.
There's
I
so
can't
much,
see it as an
That's pretty
intersection.
cool.
I can't, oh, okay.
I can only see it maybe as a crosswalk.
Okay.
What were we gonna say, Susan?
I dislike the colors intensely.
Yep. Ellen, what do you think about it?
Well, I like the caduceus as a healing symbol. I
Mhm.
like hands reaching out for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Change-
it. Maybe it's just colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Color change,
But is it-
please.
Is it a crosswalk? Did she specify? Is it a crosswalk?
She didn't. Yeah, she didn't as either. So I definitely see it as a crosswalk though. So with some color changes, shall we put this in our strong maybe pile?
I defer to others.
I don't feel strong, but I feel maybe.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what
Cross-
maybes are, right? So, okay, well,
Yeah, I know it's so hard.
To Ellen's point, like I don't think we have to do 10 yeses tonight. Like we can do all of our strong yeses and do the pool of maybes and have the city be like, that yes is an absolute no. These all those maybes are yeses. So I feel like this is part and parcel of us being able to winnow things down.
Yep, indeed. Okay, and this seemed to be a resounding. Let's
Too
see,
complicated.
too complicated. Okay, better for a mural. That's our yes. This is our yes. That is
No.
our no. And we do have this as a no. I mean, should we put this in a maybe pile? Since it's exactly
like
what the
it.
city wants.
I'm shifting a little bit.
Okay,
I'm thinking it could be a reserve in case this,
okay. I like that too. Let's,
I like the figures quite a bit. I like the cartoony feel of it. I don't know what that's called, but
mhm. So let's take a vote. Reserve or maybe?
I think now that I'm looking at it really closely, what I just don't like about it is the words.
Yep.
yeah,
Okay. But even if the words are gone, it's still a perfectly good
Yeah.
CDC approved intersection. So
I
I'm good
don't
with-
see why don't you like the words? I think they're
Just
really.
because if I'm driving from the opposite direction, it would just be too, it's only capable of reading it in one direction.
mhm.
Like if you're coming from behind it, it just would be upside down and the words would be very distracting to me.
And I think that might get flagged by traffic ops too as a potential distraction. So, but yeah, I think as it stands by itself without the wording, it could pass. Or if they like, for instance, if they like the wording that goes in the circle, like Dorothy's, maybe we could ask him to
Yeah.
adapt to that. So, or
Make
ask
it-
her, sorry, Kylie. Okay, good. So now we have 2 solid maybes. And this was a yes with revisions, so we'll move past that. We're gonna let go all of these other similar ones. And okay, this was a tough one because Ian pointed out that it doesn't really apply. So that's in a hold pattern. This is a yes. These are no's. No. And Tammy is.
I just don't think that one's going to overcome for me, it's just way too much text.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that design could overcome losing the text.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. Okay. And
Oh, this is, yeah, we like this one with
We do.
adjustments.
yep, with adjustments. So we had her in as a maybe with more definition. So why don't we
Mhm.
elevate Liza to a
Yeah.
yes?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at there.
Yeah, I know. It's see all these little
I
shapes.
think it would be better without the crosswalk.
Yeah. Yep.
I think there's so much detail. It's almost blinding to have the white lines across it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good
It's hard
point.
to read without with the white lines.
Okay. So with color changes and in a standard crosswalk.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be beautiful in a standard crosswalk.
Okay.
It looks so flat. If there was a contrasting two
I wish I
light-
could see the design without the
yeah,
white.
Okay.
contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's easy to ask for. And then no. And yes, this was a strong yes. This is in our yes pile.
Yeah.
And the bears, we voted yes. Okay.
The only thing on the bear, I don't know what that symbol is in the middle.
It's the shield again.
Or something.
Medical shield.
Is medical shield a regular symbol that's used in a lot of places?
If we have to ask ourselves, it's probably not, right?
That's
If-
what I'm
if-
saying.
I mean, the Latinx one, I feel like we need to ask, because I can't speak for
You
anybody
need
else.
to have something there
design.
that we know what it is.
See, there it is, a shield icon. What is it? Let me Google this. What is a medical shield icon?
Yeah, but how does that inspire vaccine confidence, right?
Right.
It does.
Hmm.
I'm assuming we're to understand all these characters have recently been vaccinated.
Mhm.
But
All these characters have recently foraged for grubs, dude, and have eaten salmon directly from the stream. I know nothing of the world of bears, my friend. Nothing.
do bears even get vaccinated? Oh,
I don't know. I assume that they're not all like listening to Alex Jones. I think that the peer-reviewed papers, those doctor and nurse bears certainly.
yeah.
There's like crosswalk bears too. Maybe those are firefighter bears.
Yeah.
There's like a chef bear, I think. Talking with a cop bear that's a panda, sending mixed signals. I'm not quite sure, which I'm not even quite
Okay,
certain.
So what I'm seeing here is these little orange badges or pins with the green symbol in a V shape that's two band-aids over one another. And I'm assuming that's supposed to mean that they've been vaccinated.
Well, see, look,
Perhaps it
says
just needs to be more
bear-
explicit.
It says, I've given each frontline bear an I've been vaccinated sticker.
Yeah, sticker.
okay. And yes, these are all the medical shields. Like apparently this is something that's well known. So, okay.
But not by,
Not by us.
not by us.
I'd put this one in the maybe category. I love it very much, but it's like it's hard for me to see how this is. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that need to work here, right? So you need to like the Grateful Dead. You need to know about the Bears.
Well,
correlate with the
actually,
Grateful Dead.
I
would-
had no idea that that was the reference.
I was gonna say I would push back on that. Even just in the writing, it says Grateful Dead, but I know the Dead symbols pretty well, and that says nothing of it. So they're not specific to Grateful Dead, unless
Okay.
it's her goal to make them more Grateful Dead.
Maybe there's a lot that we're missing. Maybe this is about getting the furry community vaccinated.
Yes.
Stop.
Well, none of them are wearing pants, so maybe you're onto something.
No, that
no,
one
no.
is wearing scrubs. There's one bear that's
Oh,
wearing
one bear.
pants, and the rest of them are
Are naked.
This one is kid friendly though. This one is kid friendly.
Right.
is.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah.
And
Not a
Other
lot
than
of
Eric's.
support.
what if that little badge was in the middle that they're all wearing?
Oh yeah, tie it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put that I've been vaccinated sticker
In
Mhm.
the middle.
in a circle in between each of the pairs of the bears.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
Oh my
smart.
God.
Yeah. We got this one. This is please.
I think it's a passing grade.
Yeah. I mean, we already have it in our yes pile, so I guess
We're going backwards.
we're going backwards. Yeah.
I think this is important. I think the back and forth,
It is.
as silly and the joking as it can be, like I like it when Ellen's pushing one way and helping us have a conversation. Just same with Susan being like, I don't understand this. I feel like all of us, this is where this is where the rubber meets the road, I feel.
Yeah.
And the city's going to do the same thing. And I think we as a collective need to be able to push back on the city too, right?
Yeah.
Because they, bless them every one, I don't think they're going to come with the same context and sets of experience. They're going to have a different set of priorities. And I feel like ours is the closest to the community, the intention of the artists, and what we're here to do.
Okay.
I feel like this one has the same kind of subject matter as the one with the frontline workers, their outfits, which I still liked. But Ian had mentioned it didn't fit close enough to the topic.
Well, it said like, thank you. Like this one, if we replace that symbol with like the vaccinated symbol,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that one, this is closer to vaccine confidence.
But I
the
also
other
feel
one.
like those outfits could deal with a vaccine symbol on their person and it might solve that problem.
Yeah.
I agree. And just like that, the symbol in the middle with the check reminds me of some like credit check company
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
bank-
Yeah. Yeah.
or virus patrol or something.
Yeah, Norton.
Yeah, yeah.
virus.
Norton's,
definitely.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna ask her to tighten up the COVID symbols on the bears and then find a really unifying symbol in the middle.
I think it
Which,
should be the same symbol that the Bears are wearing.
Yeah. Use the same symbol that the bears are wearing
okay,
and make it, okay, I'll be real direct. Instead of just, you could have it as a single symbol in the middle, or you could have it in 1, 2, 3, in between each of the bear couples,
Mhm.
so that it's a circular thing instead of having to read it from one direction.
Mhm.
I like that.
so
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
think so. You're saying between the bear couples have that symbol that's
Like
in the middle repeating?
Yes.
Okay.
Like almost on the corners
Yes.
or where the corners would be. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Got
from
it.
direction, you're seeing the symbol.
Let's see. Let's look at the street thing. So can you see the cursor
Yeah.
here? You're
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
over here. Oh,
No,
sorry,
actually,
or closer to
well,
them.
it could be there. Actually,
Mhm.
when I was looking at the thing on the right, I put it above the bears, but it could be in between them.
Okay. Okay. I think that's really clear direction to just ask the artist that we would need the same COVID symbol on the bears and in the middle
Yeah.
and or well, instead of on the bears, maybe in the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have, just with that direction, they might have creative solution in mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Their artist.
Some way that
Perfect.
it ties to what we're seeing. So it ties to what we're being funded to do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great, easy way to convey that. So Now I'm just tripped up because it looks like we've omitted. Oh, no, here we go. We have Elena in the yeses. So, okay, moving forward. This is a slam dunk. Yes. No. Yes, with revisions. This is Liza. Okay, all right. I don't want to keep you all on here, but I think we,
I have an idea for Eric's. If he changed the wording to protected together, I think that would unify his message. If we wanted to consider that as a reserve.
Which one was that?
It's Eric Wonderly, he had the animals.
this
Oh,
one,
Yeah,
Oh,
if he's, because we already used the protected together messaging across everything.
cool.
So
Yeah,
just
great,
an idea.
great
great
I
idea.
really like that, Emma. And
yeah,
this one, like you've said before too, is really like kid friendly as well.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Okay,
yeah, yeah. I
So-
love the raccoon hand washing.
it's so cute. Okay, so Eric's crosswalk. And we will ask for the protected together. Great, great idea. Okay, so then that gives us 4 solid crosswalks and 4, or yes on crosswalks and 4 intersections. So
That we're all, that are yeses for us.
that are yeses, yeah. And then that means we've got 1, 2, and 3 maybes.
Okay.
And why don't we, yeah, let's see. What were these? The maybes that were really in the top. This was a strong maybe.
Mhm,
If it was color changes,
mhm.
and this would be in a crosswalk. Okay. And then I've got Kylie in a maybe pile and I can't, oh, this is Kylie. Here we go.
Mhm.
Okay. So the notes on this one would be to make the letters circular or just lose them.
I think losing them might go for traffic wise because the white would be distracting driving.
Mhm.
That's my opinion though.
Yeah, I agree. So let's just say, right, because I know if we make these kind of choices now, we're going to avoid getting tripped up with the city. So
What about asking for it to be circular?
the letters,
No, the design.
yeah, we absolutely. Let's tighten that up. Let's lose the letters right now and then ask for circular. Okay.
Like those figures somehow in more of a circle than looking straight on.
yeah, that would help a lot, I think.
Okay. And okay, that's a really strong start, you guys. Why don't I get those emails to everybody and then I told the city that we would have a big group for them to start to review by Wednesday at end of day. So we've got 2 more days here. Why don't I work on implementing all the changes we talked about? And then should we, I guess day meetings don't really work for everyone. I guess we need to meet back tomorrow night. Is that feasible for folks?
I can mute.
What, at this time?
Yeah. Do you mind just we'll repeat tomorrow and we'll see. Darn it, it just seems like having a little time in between would help, but we need to keep on track with the city. So let's see, I'm just looking here.
Are you hoping for time in between to ask the artist if they make changes and then responses from them? Or we're just gonna go back into looking at those ones?
Say that again, Josh. It got all warbly. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All
Your
right.
sound was bad.
Were you hoping to get responses from the artists on the changes you were proposing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not physical drawings changes,
Yeah, yeah.
probably. It may take them too long. So why don't we do this? What about Wednesday night for a meeting? That would give me more time to gather information.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, does that work for you, Ian and Emma,
I
Ellen?
have to look, I gotta look at my,
Okay,
I got distracted there for a second. What time did you say?
Wednesday, same bat channel, same time, 6:30 to 7:30.
That won't work for me, but y'all can move it ahead without me.
Okay,
Is there a different time that would work for you?
earlier in the day, but
Earlier in the day is okay with me.
like 4 or 5.
I could
something.
do 4.
I could do 5 to 5:30.
Oh,
or
wait a
5.
minute. No, never mind.
Yeah, you just go ahead without me. I'll be
Just,
fine.
I could do
Make-
4, I could do 5.
I could maybe do 5:30.
oh goodness, okay. Yeah, let's see.
I'm not sure I can pull Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday seems like a real cluster for everyone. Let's see. Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna host a meeting again tomorrow at this time, Tuesday night, 6:30 to 7:30. And if y'all want to jump on, that's great. We had planned for this kind of in our scheduling, so let's go with that. And maybe I can just make some direct calls tomorrow and gather as much information as I can. At least then we'll have like a clear snapshot, and then we can really start looking deeper into more of the parameters, like if folks just don't seem plausible, and then we'll do another round of omitting, and then we'll have something solid for the city by Wednesday. Sound good? Okay, perfect. Yay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Very
I'm
excited.
Thanks.
I'm very
And-
impressed with what we've gotten.
Yeah. that was
Yeah.
great.
Very-
Really exciting. Ian, do you want to maybe Facebook that person my email and have them write to me?
They reached out. They said,
Oh, it's in our, got it. I can access it if it.
yeah, they reached out. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, they said Lisa Gladiola. They said they sent an email to Whitaker Arts. Hi, I sent a mural submission to whitakerarts@gmail.com. I hope you get it. If there was a different email than that, please get back.
Gotcha. I see it here in our Facebook page. Okay, got it. I'll handle it and see if there's one more there. Okay. All
Thank
right,
you.
folks.
Thanks all.
Yeah, good night.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Night.
night.
Thanks, everyone.